European Explorers Throughout History, brought to you by Asher Carver, Spencer Melnick, and J.T. Kileen. First, we begin with Spain. From Spain we have Columbus, Balboa, Cortez, and De Leon. First on the list for Spanish explorers is Christopher Columbus. He's famous for being the first European credited with discovering the New World, that is, a collection of countries previously unknown to Europeans. Where he landed was an area called Hispaniola at the time. Nowadays we call it Haiti and the Dominican Republic. These areas were discovered in 1492, and Columbus initiated what was called the Columbian Exchange, which had positive and negative consequences for the New and Old World. This exchange involved a trade of plants, animals, diseases, and crops between the New and Old Worlds. Next on the list for Spain is Vasco Núñez de Balboa. In 1513 he became the first European to reach the Pacific Ocean through a New World route. He traveled through the Panama Isthmus to reach the Pacific Ocean. As a result, he created new trade routes to Asia and the New World. Another explorer for Spain was Hernán Cortés. In 1519 he sailed to Mexico and founded the colony of New Spain. By 1521 he had conquered the Aztec Empire in Mexico. As a result, this started the colonization of the Americas. The last explorer from Spain we'll be discussing is Juan Ponce de Leon. From 1508 to 1509 he explored and settled what is now called Puerto Rico. In 1513 he discovered Florida while searching for the mythical Fountain of Youth. As a result of his explorations, he helped to secure land holdings for Spain in the New World. The next country from Europe that we'll be discussing is Portugal. Explorers from Portugal include da Gama and Magellan. First on the list for Portuguese explorers is Vasco da Gama. In 1498, he sailed directly to India to look for more profitable trading routes as a result of his conflict with Muslim traders in Africa. As a result of his trading in India, it improved the Portuguese economy because of all the new spices involved in the trade. Next on the list for Portuguese explorers is Ferdinand Magellan. From 1514 to 1522, he attempted to circumnavigate the Earth, but he didn't quite finish. Although his efforts paved the way for other explorers to attempt to circumnavigate the world. The next European country to contain a prominent explorer was England, which included Drake. Now, Francis Drake actually circumnavigated the entire Earth. He began his voyage in 1577, and his mission was to disrupt the flow of gold and silver to Spain. He ended up circumnavigating the world from 1577 to 1580. His journey around South America, which was one leg of his journey, led to the discovery of a route around Tierra del Fuego. The next country on the list of European explorers is France. It includes Cartier and Champlain. First on the list for France is Jacques Cartier. In 1534, he sailed to North America, specifically Canada, and explored the St. Lawrence River. His explorations aided later French claims in the New World. The next explorer to sail for France was Samuel de Champlain. From 1604 to 1607, he mapped the Massachusetts Bay and the surrounding areas. He also explored part of Canada and founded Quebec in 1608. His expeditions further solidified France's stake in the New World. The last country on the list is Italy, and it contains the explorers Cabot and Vespucci. First, we'll talk about John Cabot. In the year 1497, he tried to reach Asia by a more northern route, but ended up discovering what is now the United States. This paved the way for further exploration and colonization of the Americas. The last explorer for today is Amerigo Vespucci, who also sailed for Italy. In 1499 to 1500, he had a voyage to the New World, ended up discovering the mouth of the Amazon River in South America. In 1501, he actually sailed for Portugal and explored more of South America, including Brazil and Argentina. His discoveries encouraged further exploration of the New World.